does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review charged by BoardGameExchange.com, the internet's only board game rental website. Today I'm very excited to be checking out Tetris Tower 3D from Radica. This is for 1 to 2 players, take about 5 to 10 minutes to play, and in Tetris Tower 3D, you and an opponent will be trying to play Tetris against each other. It's kind of hard to explain. Let's open it up and see how it plays. Alrighty then, so inside of Tetris Tower 3D, let's take a look at what you're going to get. First and foremost, you're going to get your handy dandy rule booklet. It is it's 1 page, double-sided, and it is extremely easy to figure this game out. You probably use it once and then never use it again. Now you can play 1 player or you can play 2 player, and I will say 1 player is actually not too terrible. It's a nice little time waster, but 2 player is really where I enjoyed the game. Now this is an electronic thing, which is really unique, and it will be making noise, it will be making music. You can have up to 2 players, as I mentioned, so you'll set it for 2 players, so both of you have your sides lit up, and then when you're ready, you can pick what level you want to do it. So obviously the higher you get, the more complex it's going to get. So we'll start at level 2, and then we are going to be ready to start the game. But first we're going to take a look at this. This is really nice, very sturdy, batteries on the bottom. This is the star of the show. It's very, very cool. Over here we have the pieces, and these are all going to be pieces you're going to recognize from Tetris. All the pieces are here, which is really kind of cool. It's actually really cool to see them recreated, even though I will say I do believe this piece should be 5 instead of 4, but I may or may not be wrong. But anywho, you're going to put those to the side, and you are going to start the game. So we'll start the game, and I'll show you how it's played. So we got on, we got start. So now this person that's going to be going first is going to have a symbol flashing down here. So they have to lay this in time, so lay that right there. So now my turn is up. And now the other guy, he's going to have to lay this symbol, because it shows that down here, somewhere on the board, and he'll lay it right there. And then you're going to keep alternating, going back and forth. Now, what's going to happen is, eventually, you're going to get a Tetris. Now, if you haven't played Tetris before, that's when you have a solid line across. So let's just say he puts this one piece... Oh, that's not where we want to put it. Let's say, all right, so he takes this piece and he's going to play it right there. Oh, he still didn't have a Tetris. All right, here we go. So now, we would have a Tetris. That line right there would be a Tetris. So if I scored that, what's going to happen is I would flick this little switch on the side right here, and my side would turn green. Now, if you have green, that means you get a point. If you have red, that means your opponent has a point. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to get the most of these green bars until you get all the way to the top. So you're going to be like flicking some here and some there, and then once you get to the top, whoever has the most green bars on their side is going to be the winner of Tetris Tower 3D. Very simple game. That is how Tetris Tower 3D is played. Alright, Tetris Tower 3D from Radica. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First on the con side, the game's not going to be for everybody, but if you've watched through this video, you can probably tell if this game is going to be for you. Obviously, there's not too much strategy here. It's not a lengthy game. You can't play with more than 2 players, even though I suppose you could try and just keep score manually, but you probably don't want to. Those are about the only cons I have for this game. Oh yeah, and it's out of print. Moving on to the pros, I really enjoy Tetris Tower 3D, and it's going to be a game that is going to be in my collection for as long as I have a collection, I do believe. Because, why? Well, it's a fun game. It is just plain fun. You got 2 people, you're going to be setting it up, and even though it doesn't completely recreate that Tetris feel, which is really what I was hoping it would do, really recreate Tetris, it's different because you're actually trying to think about, okay, this is going to be good for me, but it's also going to be good for them, so I don't want to do it because you're really alternating, taking turns. And then there's certain points where you're going to have like a lead and you're just going to be like, all right, let's just end this game, so you're just going to be blocking stuff. And they're going to be trying and completing and stuff. And it actually had a good deal of strategy. Well, now it's not the most complex game, and it never will be. You can easily play this with a 5 or a 6-year-old, and they will comprehend it completely, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. Overall, I really enjoy Tetris Tower 3D. If you can find it at a thrift shop, or at a trade, or an auction, or something like that, definitely pick it up. It's worth your time, worth your money, if you can find it. That's Tetris Tower 3D from Radica. Definitely giving this game a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was a review for Tetris Tower 3D. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. Also check out BoardGameExchange.com, the nationwide board game rental service.